let you see the court there instead of all the darkness. How about that? Yeah, welcome to Rustler Gym. Sorry about that. Again, I'm John Gabrielson as we welcome in you to the broadcast in our student broadcast team that had no fault of that, but that was all mine right there on that one. Going to take a look at some statistics and standings in this Region 9 North right now. That is not the right graphic, unfortunately, for what I've got going on. I made a beautiful, nice new graphic and everything, and unfortunately it didn't make it. I did that for the YouTube stream. That didn't happen. Boy, I'm just letting you down on all sides of the equation right now. But let's go and take a look at the men's Region 9 North standings and work around it and go this way. Gillette 10-1, they're on top. I believe they hold the tiebreaker over Casper because of sweep over Western, where Casper split with Western early on in the year. So even if Gillette falls in this one, I think they are going to be the Region 9 host next couple of weeks for the Region 9 tournament. Casper 9-2. They're playing this afternoon against Eastern Wyoming. Northwest College has finished their regular season on Thursday night against Gillette, and Western Wyoming will be taking on LCCC this afternoon. Central is just a couple of games ahead of Eastern, staying in that number 6 spot where it stands right now. So that's what the graphics for the standings looks like here this afternoon. Quickly, let's get into the starting lineups, and hopefully I've got the right starting lineup going on for you on this one. There we go. How about that? Jordan Peel, where's number 2? Jordan is out of Hobart, Tasmania, as a 6'2 freshman, averages 9 points a game and 4 rebounds. He scored 7 against Gillette the first time around. Julian Ormond, a 6'4 freshman from Mableton, Georgia, averages 10 points per ball game. He's a 44% three-point shooter, and he and Hollenbeck of Gillette had gone back and forth, I guess, and now Hollenbeck has got the tops in three-point percentage in the division. Dominic McLawrence starting today, number 11, the 6'2 freshman from Longmont, Colorado. Dom averages 8 points, 3 rebounds per ball game, scored 6 against Gillette the first time around. Number 13 is Isaac Paddock, 6'5 freshman from Casper Natrona High School. Isaac averaging 9 points, 4 boards per ball game, scored 9 versus Gillette the first time around. And Hunter Trago, he scored 17 against Pronghorns last time they played. He is averaging 7 points, 2 rebounds per ball game. Then you look at other things that contrast. You see Gillette is 10-1, Central is 3-8. You see Gillette averages right around 99, 100 points a game. Central averages 58, 39-26 in the rebounding, and 39% from the arc are the Pronghorns, and 32% are the Rustlers as far as that is concerned. And looking at the starting lineups today for the Central Wyoming Rustlers. On the other side, the Gillette Pronghorns have not put their information yet as to who's starting yet. I haven't seen it from the official statistics to see how they will start. And again, they have their full team back for the first time in 2 games, and there was an altercation that happened with Casper not last Saturday, but the Saturday before, and it came at the conclusion. The game ended up a 7-point game, but there was a little fracas after, in which the benches almost completely cleared. It led to 8 and 9 suspensions for Casper, 8 or 9 suspensions for Gillette, and they had to enlist soccer players. I believe Gillette's manager suited up in one of the games, and they won. They won both. They beat LCCC and they beat Eastern. Casper defeated Central on a night when Abdul Bashir went for 46 points, and they beat Central last Saturday by 17 in Casper. Then they scheduled a game with Little Bighorn for their second game of the suspensions, essentially, to get all of their players back for today's game. So working within the parameters, I guess, well done. I'm not sure how much either team was really hurt by the suspensions, as they both went 2-0 after the suspensions, working with what, I guess, the tools that they had at their disposal to sign a few other players and soccer players, and then beat teams that had their regular teams out there. And that could be why Gillette and Casper are among the tops of the division right now. As you saw those standings a bit ago, Gillette will be hosting the men's Region 9 tournament. Western Nebraska will be hosting the women's tournament coming up here in just a couple of weeks as well. Starting lineups coming up in just a minute. Gillette will be in their road blacks with a Columbia blue trim, white accents. On the other side, the Rustlers in their home whites and the black and orange accents and numbers. Coach Pat Rafferty in his first season back at Central, and Sean Neary is right in the middle of the Central huddle as he gives Coach Rafferty a hug. The two coaches right now right in front of the scoring table off to the right, as right before we get this going, the team's coaches kind of embracing. I'm going to turn it over to the PA announcer, Steve Barlow, here in just a second.
Everyone, I'd like to invite Brock Owens out, my only sophomore. Brock came to us from Sheridan, Wyoming, Wyoming 4A state champion. Came here, my very first recruit. This is my third year here. Brock is my very first guy that's come all the way through. So certainly holds a special place in my heart, always will. So thank you first of all. Brock got here with a great amount of support from his dad, from his family. I followed him for quite a while, even before I was golf coaching, just being involved in golf. So I'd like to thank his dad, but certainly this team, been a special part of it. Brock's favorite piece, enjoying the team after tournament meals, those sort of things, but really just hanging out and becoming friends with the group guys and gals that he gets to or has to hang out with every day. Brock plans to continue his golf career at MSUB in Billings. We have got the opportunity to go up there, playing a couple Division II events as a junior college, which helped us greatly. We performed well, which certainly didn't help, but really excited for Brock to be able to move on to the next level and play. I'd like to, again, thank Brock for your time, your commitment to me, to this team, to your teammates, and all of your teammates. I want to give you a special thank you for being a great teammate. Thanks.
Thanks, Brock and Coach Newman. We do not have any sophomore basketball players, so let's get to it. But before I announce the starters, just let's take a minute to remind everyone to please be respectful of these young men, coaches, and officials out here tonight. Doing what they do, use good language in all your actions. Thank you. All right, now let's meet the starters. First for Gillette, the 6'7" freshman, number 3, Dane Christensen. 6'8" sophomore, number 4, Andrew Fuquay. A 6'3" sophomore, number 12, Jefferson Neary. A 6'5" sophomore, number 23, Darrell Thomas. And a 6'5" sophomore, number 24, Javon Nesbitt. So let's coach by head coach Sean Neary. Now let's meet your wrestlers. First from Hobart, Tasmania, 6'2" freshman, number 2, Jordan Peel. From Mableton, Georgia, a 6'4" freshman, number 3, Julian Ormond. From Longmont, Colorado, 6'2" freshman, number 11, Dominic McLawrence. From Casper, Wyoming, 6'5" freshman, number 13, Isaac Paddock. And from Springwood, Queensland, a 6-foot freshman, number 20, Hunter Trago. Wrestlers are coached by head coach Pat Rafferty. Good luck, man.
Tap controlled in the backcourt by the Pronghorns as we are underway with basketball. Dane Christensen, Andrew Fuquay, Jeff Neary, Darrell Thomas, and Javon Nesbitt on the court. Fuquay throws it away. Paddock tied him up. 26th meeting between these two, history-wise. Gillette leading that series 17-8. They have won 5 of the last 6, including the last 3 straight. They won 88-67. And Gillette ranked 21st in the country. Very talented basketball team, but they've not blown people away from games. As nice threes ripping the nylon as Julian Ormond. They find ways to win, much like they did Thursday night. They just find ways to win the basketball game, and they've done so 27 out of 29 times this year. Fuquay baseline. Triple on the way to the other side to make the score tied is Dane Christensen. 3-3 our score. Minute gone by. Nesbitt guarding Ormond. Nesbitt again was on the CWC roster a year ago. Gillette very tall, very physical. Ormond, back-to-back triples. Yes, why not? Julian Ormond, 44% three-point shooter early on in the season, settling in right around 40%, knocks down his first 2. And Peel was in the restricted area and tried to take a charge from Neary. Nothing called on either side. Neary's shot doesn't go. Peel to Paddock between the logos. Free throw line and this midcourt logo. Dom McLauritz starting today. Cam Gully gets that start a lot of times as well. Paddock, 7 to shoot. Hands it to Trago. Nice back to Paddock, and he will score. Nesbitt goes down. He grimaced as he went down. He was inside of that RA as well when he went down, and nothing called on a charge there as he was inside of that arc, much like Peel was a moment ago. 8-3 Central out in the lead. Neary battles the dribble. Neary, the son of the head coach, Sean Neary. His sister just scored her 1,000th point in Gillette in high school basketball as they're nearing the end of the season. McLauritz would get the missed triple by Christensen. Central out to an 8-3 advantage. Ormond back to Trago. Now Paddock working on Nesbitt. Gets a double team. One extra pass. Peel wide open triple. No good. Nesbitt loses the handle. Oh, referee coming to the backside is going to say, nah, Isaac hit that out of bounds. It's going to be Gillette basketball. They'll make the change, and they will give the basketball to the Rustlers. Appreciate you tuning in on Rustler Athletics on the YouTube page. Casper and Eastern Wyoming getting ready to play in Casper. Western and LCCC men getting ready to play in Rock Springs. And Ormond gets called for a walk in the back court. And that'll turn it over. Neary. Shot on the way, Thomas, no good, and Ormond will get the rebound. Rustlers 3-on-2. Neary stops Ormond. Going to give it to Paddock, and he's going to have it knocked out of his hands, and he's fouled. And it's going to go against whom? It's going to go against Darrell Thomas, 6'5" sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona. Paddock at the line. Free throw on the way is short. We could see that when it left his hand that was not going to make the distance to get there. Second one, Isaac. He is a 68% free throw shooter. That one even shorter than the last one as he holds his head in disbelief on that one. And when you're the underdog playing the 21st ranked team in the country that's only lost twice, you got to have at least one or two of those right there. I know it's early on, but it's just as big as if it were the last 2 minutes of the ball game. And the lob down low. Christensen swatted out of there. Cross court, and he's out of bounds, is Dane Christensen. So I don't see Caleb Hollenbeck, who is the leading scorer for the Pronghorns, as Malik Moss from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, checks in. I don't see Hollenbeck. He's out of Rapid City from St. Thomas More High School. Averages 17 points and is a 46% three-point shooter. And I do not see him on the Gillette roster today. And it may be a situation as Ormond, another triple. Yes, 3 for 3, Julian Ormond from the arc. And he's got Central out with his 9 points to an 11-3 lead on the 21st ranked Pronghorns. Sayed will check in as Neary fires a 3. That's back of the iron. Nesbitt goes and gets the rebound. Shovels it off to Christensen, whose 3 does not drop, and Paddock will get the rebound. Corner. Peel wide open. Knock it down. Right now, Central doing what Gillette normally does, and that's score points in flurries from distance. It's 14-3 Central. Quick timeout coming your way. We'll be back after this break. I get that out of there and get this out of there, and I've got stuff going on all over the place. So let's take this break, see what happens if I push this button.
Central to athletics.
Central for making dreams come true.
So you're a Rustler fan, but you can't make it to campus. Hey, no worries. Show your CWC pride wherever you are with gear from the Central Wyoming College bookstore at cwcbookstore.com. From hoodies to hats, sports-specific and parents, the bookstore has everything you need to rep the Rustlers in style. Head over to cwcbookstore.com, your one-stop shop for official CWC fan apparel. cwcbookstore.com. Gear up, cheer on the Rustlers no matter where you call home.
Central out to a 14-3 advantage, 15:07 left. Into the ball game is Malik Moss, as I mentioned. Also Sayed from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Spinning, and Christensen's going to score and one. Foul is on Dom McLawrence. CWC women's season has come to an end. They lost 77-60 to the Gillette women. (14-6) on the three-point play. Neary stepping in front of that one, in front of Peel, knocks it off the official out of bounds. Trago finds Ormond. Perfect 3 for 3 on the day, Julian. He has 9 points. Paddock, left hand, nice move over the top of Christensen. There's a familiar name on the Gillette roster as well to Wyoming basketball. That is Joe Sawyer. He played at Cheyenne Central. He was last year's Gatorade Player of the Year in high school basketball. Sayed's triple, no good. Peel the rebound. His uncle Greg Sawyer was the Gatorade Player of the Year back in the day and also had a very good career for the Wyoming Cowboys playing for UW. Both his grandfather and his father coached at Burns High School. He played at Cheyenne Central, was the Gatorade Player of the Year. He is a red shirt this year for Gillette as Peel has that one go off his heel as he tried to spin, and the ball gets knocked away and taken away. Coach Neary 4 or 5 feet out on the court talking to his players. 16-6 Central. 10-point advantage on the 21st ranked team in the country, who throws it away on the baseline, trying to get it to Fuqua, and Coach Neary not excited with his team's play. Meets him at half court to talk to him a bit. Mo Mahadi will check into the ball game for Central. Mo, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, 6'1" freshman. Mo is missing a lot of hair. He had a lot more hair a couple last time we saw them here. So did Trago. Hunter's cut his hair too, but not nearly as drastically as the haircut that Mo Mahadi has administered. And Peel is going to be fouled by Neary. Jeff will pick up his first, the 6'3" sophomore out of Gillette. Coach Neary was a councilman for a while. Nice spinning move by Isaac Paddock through the lane. And then a ball knocked away, taken away by the Rustlers. 12-point CWC advantage, 7 minutes into the ball game. Alley-oop, missing, saving McLawrence to Peel. Central 4-on-2, right side McLawrence, and then he's got that one pushed out of there. Nothing called on the contact by Moss and company. Ali Sacco from Dakar, Senegal, into the game. 6'6" sophomore is Sacco. McLawrence out. And Trago is back in. Nesbitt will check back in next. Dead ball for the Pronghorns. Mahadi in traffic and throws it away. Neary ends up with it. Kind of threw it in the middle of everybody. Throwing it back to Neary. Pass makes the shooter. That's a good pass there. And the shot is even better from Dane Christensen. His second triple of the game. He's got 6. Actually, that is his third triple of the game, and he's got all 9 of their Gillette points right now. Mahadi, oh, nice dish. Paddock reverse, lay it up and in. Great dish by Mo Mahadi. And Central with a 20-9 lead right now. Moss going to be fouled on the way on the drive, and we'll get a media timeout. Taking it with him. 11:47 left to play. First quarter, Central 20. 21st ranked Gillette 9. We'll be back after this.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, Q Talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media. Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
Julian Delgadillo is our director, student broadcast. Noah Marshall and Weldon Blackburn up here in the skybox, the luxury suites, if you will. Nesbitt takes the inbound, pump fakes, hesitates, and scores. First person besides Dane Christensen to score for the Pronghorns after they score immediately coming out of the timeout. Ormond lost the handle briefly, puts it on the floor. Resets the offense. Man-to-man defense employed by the Pronghorns, dressed in black. Peel off a triple off of the pick. Misses it. Paddock, though, goes and gets the offensive rebound. Mahadi for three. Back of the iron. Paddock battled for, again, the rebound, but Sacco ends up with it. Sacco listed at 6'6", Paddock listed at 6'5", but there is probably a 2 or 3 inch difference between those two players. Ball knocked away from Nesbitt, taken away by Paddock. And it's interesting to note that even though Javon Nesbitt played here last year, he doesn't know any of these players from that team because none of these players were on that team last year. So, Trego triple. No, Neary the rebound. Central shot very well early, 3, now 4 of 8, 50%. Going to see Gully and McLawrence back into the ball game for Central. First time for Cam. Sacco, right hand, left it short, got his own board. That one misses. He wants a foul, doesn't get it. Peel ends up with a basketball to Mahadi. I don't recognize Mo without the headband and his high hair he's had the last few games. 10 minutes remaining in the first half. 20-11 Central, leading the 21st ranked Pronghorns. But I don't know how big of a lead is big enough against Gillette, to be honest, as Paddock takes it to the rack and scores, because of how fast they can score, and they average 99 or 100 a game. I mean, it's an 11-point lead right now, but that is not a panic button moment right now for Gillette by far. Nesbitt pulls the trigger on a 3 and missed everything but the floor. Gully into the ball game. Cameron out of El Paso, Texas. 4 points per ball game. Also, Dennis Kimyong-Juulo is in. He's from Istanbul, Turkey. He's a 6'1 freshman. Lawrence gets free and banks it in. And it's a 13-point Rustler advantage. Again, Gillette has won 5 of the last 6 meetings, and you got to take some of those back to before COVID, when they had a team and didn't have the team axed. And the Central foul is going to be on Trego, and he took the worst end of that deal, as he will come out of the ball game after taking one south of the border, it looks like. Pretty good crash down there. Peel will check in for him. Jordan Peel for 3. 27-11. Fuquay, no. Peel goes up and gets another rebound. 6'2" Jordan Peel has 3 rebounds. Paddock in triple Gully gets knocked to the ground, and they say it's out of bounds in Central basketball. Cam got knocked to the ground on the triple. Central with a 16-point lead on the Pronghorns right now as Ormond going to check back in. Isaac Paddock comes out. Great minutes for Isaac. He only has 2 rebounds, but the 2 that he had were on the offensive side of the equation, I think. Dennis takes the inbounds. Nesbitt on Peel. 5 to shoot. Dennis can't get it. Sayed the rebound. 8 minutes left. We'll get a media timeout here in just a few moments. Taking it to the rack. It gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Central basketball. Neary will check back in. Here comes the media timeout. We'll be back after this break. This is Rustler basketball from Rustler Media. Central up 16 with 8 minutes to play. First half.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
That's extremely exciting.
Absolutely fascinating.
There's something you're doing that's magic.
Hey y'all, my name is Denali Klein. I'm a corporal in the Wyoming Army National Guard. I am a 42 Alpha, which is a human resource specialist. I help soldiers in the Guard be administratively correct. I serve in the Wyoming Army National Guard because I wanted to take full advantage of my benefits, and it is a privilege to serve my community. I am the Cowboy Guard.
Central basketball, they lead 27-11. Coach Neary lost his marker, had to go back out onto the court to pick it up. Gully finds McLawrence. Man-to-man defense by the Pronghorns in black. McLawrence off to a hot start, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Ormond has it back at the top. 5 to shoot. Peel off a pick for triple off glass, and then wow. Neary and McLawrence tying up underneath. Heard somebody say that's a flop. I'm gonna see if I can watch what happened. Oh, Neary and McLawrence just got tangled up a bit, and I think the end result looked worse than the actual contact that happened, but Central ends up with it. Dennis baseline. Thought about a 3 and then thought about a mid-ranger. Doesn't do either one. Central with a new 15 left. I think Gillette trying to pick things up on the defensive end a little bit and help out their offensive end, and they'll get a steal as Nesbitt ends up with a basketball, and he'll throw it away. That is the 8th turnover of the game by a team that averages 16 a game, and they have 8 already with 27 minutes left of a 40-minute ball game. Underneath, boy, nice pass. It hits a pronghorn and then off of the basket and out of bounds, and that will stay Central basketball. See a former Rustler chiming in online, Tay Hollins, watching his former teammate, Javon Nesbitt. Dennis Kim Young buries a triple in the deep left corner. Central right now 6 of 13 from the arc, a little over 50%, and a block underneath on Cam Gully. As Dane Christensen will go to the line. Cam will get the foul. Christensen to the line. He's a 71% free throw shooter on a team that shoots 74%. 30-13. Central out in front of the Pronghorns at this moment. They count the bucket and one. Three-point opportunity is good. You know, if it isn't for Christensen right now, who has 12 of his team's 14 points, this one's even worse than it is at the moment. But like I said, a 16-point lead is obviously better than not having a lead, but it's not. If I'm Coach Rafferty, 16 points is not enough. You want that more like 26-36. McLawrence travels with the ball with 2 on the shot clock. Trago back in after taking one below the belt a little while ago. He's back into the contest. Cam Gully comes out. Dane Christensen, 4 of 7 from the field, has 12 points of the 14 for the Pronghorns right now with 6 minutes left to play in the first half of basketball. Shot underneath and a foul on Central as Sayed will go to the line. Casper and Eastern are tied up at 10 apiece. 13 minutes left to play in the first half of that one. And right now, Western is leading LCCC 28-19. Western got beat by Eastern in overtime last night. Sayed hits the first. Besides Nesbitt and Christensen, the only other Pronghorn in the books. Gets both. Sayed applying some pressure by himself in the backcourt. Foul underneath. Sayed working on Peel. Saturday of last Saturday, a week ago, Central was beaten by Abdul Bashir and 3 of his regular teammates and 3 soccer players from Casper. He had 46 points of his team's 72, I think. He had 49 last night, by the way, in an overtime win. Did Bashir, one of the top scorers in the country. McLawrence in traffic, misses it. Nesbitt the rebound. Ball is loose. Peel, left side. Trago, left-hand layup by the lefty, and he'll put it up and in. 16-point Central lead. Nesbitt missed it. Baseline, picking it up is McLawrence. Kind of an uninspired outing by the Pronghorns right now that I don't think Coach Neary is real happy with, TBH. Trago triple, nestles in. 35-16, Central by 19. And I'm still not comfortable with a 19-point lead on this team. Just Neary. Nice left floater by Neary, the left-hander. And he puts it in. Paddock will check in next dead ball. A couple of subs coming in for Gillette on the next stop in play. And the next stop in play will also bring us a media timeout. .356 left to play in the first half. Central 35, 21st ranked Gillette 18. We'll be back, finish out the final 4 minutes of the first half right after this.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, cue talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media. Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
Thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media class. Julian Delgadillo is our student director. Weldon and Noah up here in the box. Amanda Nikoloff, the instructor. Francis Obakoya, our Wyoming PBS engineer, helping us out. I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for tuning in all season long to Rustler Athletics. Central with a 35-18 advantage and the basketball. Caleb Hollenbeck, the 6'4 sophomore leading scorer for Gillette. He's on the scoring roster, but I don't believe he's suited up. And we'll get to the bottom of that at halftime. Kim Young-Ulo. 2 seconds. Paddock's going to do a running three that draws iron, but not much else. And here come the Pronghorns. Moss. Christensen triple does not go. Jordan Peele another rebound. His fourth. Ormond baseline missed it. Christensen the rebound. Nice move off glass by Darrell Thomas. See Coach Neary on the bench with approval on that play. 3 minutes left in the first half. Central had a 19-point lead a moment ago as Ormond going to be rejected by Fuquay. Central in the last 3 minutes here needs to hang on and try to make a 15-point lead grow just because. And Gillette obviously going to try to get it down to single digits psychologically, if for nothing other reason, just to get it to single digits into the halftime timeout. Paddock on Fuquay, throws it out to Peel. Mahadi at the midcourt circle with 10 to shoot. Ormond, 4 seconds, lights up a three. That one misses everything. I think the Pronghorns might have got a piece of that. Neary's going to check back into the game for the Pronghorns. You see Coach Rafferty in the middle of your screen. There's a lot of hay to be put in the barn in this one, as nice move by Christensen, floats past Kim Young-Juulo. Coach Neary upset with the officials on something on that call. Mahadi flips it back up. Julian for a three, missed that one. And Fuquay the rebound. Foul on Central. It's going to go against Julian Ormond. And like I said, there's a lot of hay to be put in the barn in the next 22 minutes of basketball, but how big would that swing be from losing last week to 4 players and 3 soccer players to possibly knocking off the 21st ranked team in the country? But there's a long ways to go before then, as Fuquay misses that one. We will talk with women's head coach Keith Wyatt at the intermission of this ball game. Women's games today. Gillette beat Central by 17. Western beat LCCC by 8. Casper beat Eastern Wyoming by 14. Fuquay gets the second. 12-point game. This was a 19-point game at the media timeout just a bit ago. Paddock working in on Christensen and gets called for a foul on Christensen. It looked like Christensen had pretty good defense, kind of straight up. Referee said he moved in, and he's going to give Paddock the and one opportunity. Isaac 68% from the line on a team that shoots 71. Central shooting 9 of about 13 on average, and Isaac struggling from the free throw line after he nearly airballed 2 a minute ago. That one shoots way left. Got the yips from the free throw line, you might say. Christensen to Nesbitt. Dangerous pass to Fuqua. And that's going to be a foul on Mahadi. He kind of wrapped that arm around him a little bit and spun him around and gets called for the foul. And Fuqua will go to the line. 6'8" sophomore out of Detroit, Michigan. Neary returns to the lineup for the Pronghorns, as coming out is Thomas. 102 seconds left in the first half. Central, the 14-point advantage that was at 19 at one time. Thomas is going to come right back into the game. That free throw is no good. Mahadi gets the rebound and gets fouled by Fuqua, who went after it out of the free throw. 16 fouls on the Pronghorns, second on Fuqua. Thomas back into the game. Sayed coming back into the game. If I'm not mistaken, I just saw Coach Rafferty smiling with an official out there. I didn't know that was in his character. He's also up 14, too, so Mahadi's going to take it all the way to the rack. Missed it. Isaac with another offensive rebound. And Central will reset. Mahadi drives, pump fake. Baseline, Ormond, triple, his fourth. 4 3-pointers for Julian Ormond. Central back out to a 17-point advantage with 1:10 left to play in the first half. $23 points so far in 19 minutes. There's a swat by Mahadi of Nesbitt. And it will be Pronghorn basketball out of bounds. Neary ends up with it. Shot clock winding down. And a timeout, Rustlers. .42 seconds remain in the first half. And I showed you the graphic at the beginning of the game. Central averages 58 a game, and they have got 40 in the first half. The Pronghorns average 100. They've got 23 with 42 seconds left in the first half. It has been a reversal of fortunes, to say the least. Central, 17-point advantage. Their biggest lead has been 19. About 14-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Mahadi to Paddock. Back to McLawrence. Now Ormond, he's 4 of 5. Spradling knocks it away, and trying to save it is Paddock. And it will turn back over to the Pronghorns with 24 seconds left. Coach Neary doing a lot of offensive, defensive substitution kind of already in this game. It's about the 4th time in the last 3 minutes that Jeff Neary has checked into the ball game on the offensive side. He is a very good 3-point shooter at 37%. 15 seconds, shot clock put to bed. Moss dribbling, Mahadi on him. Give it to Christensen. In traffic, scores, and a foul with 4 seconds left. He was inside of 4 different Rustlers down there, and he scores the basket and he gets fouled. 15-point game with 4 seconds left. And Christensen has 16 of his team's 25. I mean, if he doesn't show up, this is much worse than it is at the moment. And here comes the offensive-defensive Neri Sayed substitution going on. Christensen, 71% free throw shooter, misses. Ormond, they can't get one away. And at the end of one half, it is the CWC Rustlers 40. It is the 21st ranked Gillette Pronghorns 25. 40-25 Central out in front. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll chat with women's head coach Keith Wyatt after this timeout. Central up 15 at the intermission. The final regular season home game of the season for CWC.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton, where we exceed your expectations and deliver the best service possible. Located on Federal in Riverton, we're here to make local car shopping fun again. Explore our wide selection of new and used Chevrolet and GMC vehicles. As truck and trailering experts, we offer a variety of options tailored to your needs. Experience exceptional customer service and competitive prices. Visit our website at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com to find your next vehicle today.
Central for making dreams come true.
Central to empowerment.
Central to the future of higher education in America.
Central to football.
Central to my heritage.
Central to healthcare.
Central to humility.
Central to the trades.
Central to ranching. Central to performance.
Central to agriculture.
Central to athletics.
Central to Wyoming.
I'm Staff Sergeant Amanda Fry. I'm a public affairs specialist for the Wyoming Army National Guard. One of the reasons I joined is because the Army National Guard offers a lot of benefits for education, just all sorts of stuff. So I joined for a lot of the benefits, but it really has become an important part of my life. It's a source of pride for me. I love serving my state and my country, and I love the job that I have here. I get to go meet new people, meet new soldiers, learn their stories, and help tell their story.
I am the Cowboy Guard.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the intermission. Central out in front, 40-25 at the half on the 21st ranked Gillette Pronghorns. And we're going to talk women's basketball. We're talking with head coach Keith Wyatt, whose season unfortunately came to an end today, and it was unfortunate because you knew that coming into this, and it was such an emotional day anyway with sophomore night and everything else, and then just things just kind of unraveled early. Couple of chances trying to crawl back in, but just didn't happen today.
Yeah, it's a tough day always when you say goodbye to your sophomores. So we had to fight that emotion early. Kind of really the whole first half, I think we were a little out of sorts. But the second half we settled down and played better and played more of our style of basketball. And so it was good. It's just it's a sad day when you say goodbye to your sophomores, especially 6 people that have sacrificed so much for these 2 years that they were here. And they did a lot of really good things for me too here, and I'll always be thankful and appreciative of them. So yeah, it was emotional. I'm kind of getting emotional now. Even in the locker room, it was it's tough. It's just tough to say goodbye, but we definitely appreciate them, and we were trying to send them out the right way. But I'm proud of the way they competed and the way they fought back in the second half.
The way the 6 of them came back without knowing who their head coach was going to be, even when they found out who their head coach was going to be, not knowing anything pretty much about you, but those 6 sticking together to be the foundation and leaders says a lot, I think, about the character of each of those 6 girls.
Yeah, it's they were great leaders for us and for themselves too. And I told them in the locker room, hopefully we have years of success here, and hopefully this is the turning point and the starting point of a successful program. And they're going to be the reason why. I mean, this group in general, I think, set the foundation. They set the tone of what we should be doing and how we should move forward. So hopefully if we can get some things done, in the next couple of years and turn this thing around, it's going to be because of them. They set the example. They set the tone, and I hope they know that. I told them that a lot. But we're always going to remember them and be thankful for what they did and what they started here.
Tal and SB. Tal had 9 assists. She has had 3 8-assist games. She's had a 10-assist game earlier this year, which is tied for a single season most. Yeah. And she's leading in steals. I think you saw the epitome of her career when she got a steal at half court and then a half of a second later hit SB on a layup.
Right.
I mean, that summarized kind of Tal ball in a nutshell. Yeah. And then SB struggled from the three-point line, and I don't know if that's because I kidded her. She only needed 13 to move up one more or something like that. But it's unfortunate the wins weren't there for what those two have meant to this program, and where they leave their mark on this program.
Yeah, they're in the record books. They're 2 of the best to ever come through here, and obviously, Tal has the steals record and the assist record. It's just great. They should be proud of what they've done. I was happy to be a part of it for this year. And I think they have a lot of basketball left, too. I told them both after the game, my main goal now is to move them on and find a 4-year school for them. I think they got a lot left, and I don't think anybody on our team, even the freshmen, I don't think they're done, and they still have a lot of desire and passion to play. But these sophomores, I definitely want to try to move them on and help them continue to play. But SB and Tal in particular, they've set their mark, and their name's going to be in the record book for a long time.
Your next goal then is to bring in players that will obliterate their records.
Yes, I want to. No offense to them, but that's always a goal, and we'll have to talk with our freshmen on who we're bringing back and all that kind of stuff and those conversations. But I've been telling them the whole time I'm trying to bring players in that are going to beat you, basically, that are going to compete for your spot and hopefully take your spot, because that's going to make them better. It's going to make the program better. But they've been great. I'm really, really thankful for this whole team, this school in general. Just the environment that's here. It's a different place, and I mean that in a good way. It's a really good culture here. And I just love everything about it.
Well, and I think that was kind of epitomized when we interviewed the gals yesterday, that all 6 of them, I mean, they've ended up, they leave here with 16 wins in 2 years, which you're thinking, on the outside looking in, you're like, how do you call this a success? But to a person, all 6 of them, I don't think would have traded their Rustler experience for anything. I mean, obviously, maybe some more wins or something like that, but just how genuinely in love with Riverton and Central Wyoming College and the people that are that.
Yes.
That speaks volumes, I think, for the college and your program and what Layton did last year.
Yes, exactly. I think I told them all along, I think last year they set a really good foundation to move forward this year. And it's just every year you just try to, improve on what you did last year and just do it better, so you always got to improve. And I'm obviously, this is my first year here. I'm still learning about the community and how good it is here. And I was just very pleasantly surprised when I first got here. And but again, the sophomores are a big part of that. They were here last year. They understood what it was. They welcomed me perfectly, and they just kind of just took it and ran with it. So they've really set a great tone for this program going forward.
Well, I'm sorry for whatever I did to you that makes you never text me back, but
we'll work on that. We'll get better.
You've kind of summarized it. I just want to make sure I don't leave any question out or anything you wanted to say about this day, this game, this program, those kids.
I mean, I tried to tell them everything I could in the locker room. I couldn't get some of it out. But just, again, very thankful, appreciative always for them and what they did. And I told them to stay in touch, too, because when we turn this thing around and, we start having some success and all that stuff, they're going to be, the people that started it. And I hope they know that. I hope they know how much everybody here appreciates them and what they did. I love them. I really do love them.
And I appreciate you. I know you're busy as a probably no assistant coach. I don't think anybody really realizes that you don't have an assistant coach, nor does Pat Rafferty. And so that means everything falls on you. I mean, everything falls on you to make reservations and food. I mean, do you have to do the entire thing? And I kid you about not texting me back and stuff like that. And I know you're busy, but I do appreciate you letting me bother you all the time. You've been very accommodating and learning in that year one, and I see good things going forward. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you, guys.
Get after it in the off season and talk to me when we get some kids, and we'll get them publicized.
Exactly, for sure. Yep, we're working on it.
It's Keith Wyatt, head coach of the CWC ladies. As the season came to an end earlier this afternoon, 70-67. Stay with us. Central basketball. When we come back, we'll do we'll do our break, and then we'll come back and give you some stats and start the second half. Central leading 40-25 halftime. We'll be back after this.
Experience the thrill of big wins at Wind River Hotel and Casino. From Vegas-style slots to the ultimate table games, Wind River Casino and Hotel is the best place to play and stay for the perfect weekend getaway. Relax and unwind in the Wind River Hotel and delight your taste buds in the Red Willow Restaurant. Play, stay, and win at Wind River Hotel and Casino, Wyoming's premier entertainment experience.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Central Wyoming College, discover your path to success. From ag and equine, nursing, business and entrepreneurship, culinary, software development, automotive and welding, cosmetology, to outdoor leadership, agriculture, law enforcement, tribal leadership, CWC has you covered, offering hands-on learning and career-focused programs. Change your future at Central Wyoming College. It's central to your dreams coming true.
No antenna, cable, or satellite connection? No problem. You can now stream Wyoming PBS live at wyomingpbs.org/streaming. Or using the free PBS app on your favorite streaming device. The Wyoming PBS live stream is available on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, and on many smart TVs. Wyoming PBS, now streaming live.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, LanderGambles.
It will be Central basketball to begin the second half. Let's take a look at some first half statistics in this ball game right now. And you see Dane Christensen right there has 16 of his team's 25 points. If it's not for him, it's a worse activity for the Pronghorns than it is. With Sayed with 2, Neary with 2, Thomas with 2, Nesbitt with 2, and then the 16 by Christensen. On the other side, Julian Ormond right there, 4 of 5 from the arc. He has 12 points to lead the way. Isaac Paddock has 12. Julian has 4 rebounds. Isaac has 3. This one's right there. That stat for Isaac is not Isaac Paddock-esque right there. 0 for 3 from the free throw line right now. 6 points, Jordan Peele. Dennis Kim Young-Julo has 3. Hunter Schrago has 5 as well. So that's where we stand right now. 4 rebounds for Jordan Peele. On the other side, Dane Christensen has 3. Looking at some shooting numbers, 9 of 25 from the field, 2 of 11. The Pronghorns, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Central, 53% from the field, 16 of 30, 8 of 17 from the three-point line. That's 47%. That's better than Pronghorn numbers. They're usually 40% of their shooting right now. 47%. They're 2 of 11 are Gillette. And Central 0 of 3 from the free throw line. Not to put that dark shadow on Isaac any more than it already is with his free throws, because he was as much in disbelief as anybody when he airballed that second one right now. But it will be Central basketball to begin the second half. There you see the starting lineups of the second half. Christensen, Fuquay, Neary, Thomas, and Nesbitt. And on the other side, Peel, Ormond, McLawrence, and Paddock and Trago for Central Wyoming College. Second half begins CWC basketball. The Pronghorns dressed in black. Black numbers with white trim. Central. Orange numbers with black trim on white unis. Appreciate Coach Keith Wyatt all season long coming up and chatting with us, and going to miss those 6. And it's unfortunate that you only get them for 2 years at the JUCO level. And Coach Leighton Westmoreland recruited some pretty darn good kids outside of the basketball court. Just very personable, very friendly, good students. And then Keith Wyatt keeping that with them. 10 to shoot right now. Trago, McLawrence, 4 to shoot, spins, got partially blocked on good defense by Christensen, taken away by the Pronghorns. Down 15 as we begin the second half, their first offensive possession of the game, of the second half, I guess I should say. Fuquay putting on the and one dribbling exhibition. Peel will save the inbound, or the rebound, tries to save it to Paddock, can't. But that was heads-up play by Jordan Peel, because so many times they want to save that ball under the other team's basket. There was a Pronghorn waiting there. That would have been an easy 2 points, but he recognized that, throws it out to the corner, even though they didn't get the basketball. Wow, Fuquay put a heck of a pick on McLawrence, who got sat on his keister on that pick. Nice physical pick by Fuquay. Caleb Hollenbeck not on the roster today, as Paddock going to go to the free throw line. Neary and Fuquay there. It's going to go on Neary. Caleb Hollenbeck, the 6'4" sophomore out of Rapid City, averages 17 points a game, shoots 83% from the free throw line and 46% from the three-point line. Not in the game. They're going to say he was not shooting, so they will go underneath. He twisted his ankle on Thursday night in the last couple of minutes of the ball game, of the game against Northwest, and then a travel. Now the officials are going to confer real quick at midcourt about something, as you see that. I'm not sure if they got the inbounder as the one that traveled, which is a wild thing to... Trago with a steal on the inbound away from Neary. Peel rejected, taken away by Nesbitt. Pronghorns have come out with a new defensive attitude in this one. Driving, scoring, and a quick timeout called by Coach Rafferty as Darrell Thomas scores. A quick 4 points in the first 90 seconds of the second half for the Pronghorns, has them within 11 right now as you look in on the Pronghorn huddle. Other games going on today. Casper leading Eastern right now, 36-34. Eastern got the win in overtime at Western last night. And if Eastern somehow wins this, then Gillette by default. I think Gillette's going to host the Region 9 tournament anyway via the tie-breaking rules, but those get changed every afternoon, it feels like. But Casper with a 2-point lead on Eastern right now going on in Casper. Western is taking on LCCC in Rock Springs. And they are in the second half of that one, and Western with a 15-point lead on LCCC. So LCCC plays overtime in Casper and loses last night, and then getting trounced by Western right now. And then on the other side, Eastern, who beat Western last night, is hanging in with Casper in a 2-point game. Abdul Bashir scored 49 last night after scoring 46 last Saturday against Central. Second leading scorer in the nation, the recruit to Auburn, who was #1 in the polls. Nice lob down low. Paddock in traffic, got away from Christensen and scores. Nice play. Good entry pass and a nice bucket for Isaac Paddock. He's got 14. Neary bodies in on Peel. I think a little more aggressive approach in the offensive side of the equation for Coach Neary here in the second half as they trailed by 15 at half. Neary will go to the line, the left-hander. 87% free throw shooter, and he misses the first. You can't get me on the announcer jinx on that one. I had not really even said it before he had actually missed it, so that's not my fault. Sorry, Jeff. Misses both. Does the 87% free throw shooting Neary. Again, I mentioned his sister just scored 1,000 points in her high school career for one of the Gillette high schools. Mahadi wrap around. McLaurin lay it up and in. Great dish. Mo Mahadi to Dom McLaurin. Beautiful assist. 3 assists for Mo Mahadi. Contact, nothing called. McLaurin throws it off, but it hits the ground first. Holding his ankle is Darrell Thomas underneath the hoop. Fuquay and Paddock are going to help him up. Heads up play, but trying to throw it off of a pronghorn, hit the ground first. Neary lobs it in to Christensen. He will be bodied up by McLaurin. They wanted an and one, but it's not quite the NBA, as McLaurin will get called for the foul. And that one's one of those 50-50 calls on that one, because kind of leaned the shoulder in a little bit. Foul is on Dom, his second. Second team foul on the Rustlers. Bodying his way in and getting his own rebound and scoring is Thomas. Trego D'd up by Thomas. Still a 13-point lead. Thomas complaining about the call. Got left in the dust on the defensive side. Backdoor, McLaurin fouled. And a foul is going to be whistled on Darrell Thomas. And I think if you're Central right now, you can take advantage, I think, of the aggressive mindset of the Pronghorns trying to battle their way back in, as they want to make plays on defense. And if you go at them, you might get those calls like Dom just did. Dom to the line. 56% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Isaac Paddock leading the way. He's got 14 with 4 rebounds. 7 of 8 from the floor is Isaac Paddock, and back to a 14-point Central advantage. Biggest has been 19. The 58% free throw shooter gets both, after the Pronghorns' 87% free throw shooter missed both a moment ago. Kind of Twilight Zone-ish going on here. Moss guarded by McLaurin. Moss gonna take it all the way to the rack and score. Malik Moss, 2 points in the game. First 2 points of the contest. Got to win these 4-minute increments right now for Central. Just keep hanging on and hanging on. McLaurin flips it up top. Paddock, 9 seconds, and a foul on Christensen. That'll be number 2 on him. Neary has 3. He has the most of any pronghorn if you want to look at foul trouble right now. Peel has 3 for Central. He's the only one with 3 for CWC. 20 on the shot clock. Team that averages 100 points a game has 33, 24 minutes into the contest right now. And Paddock called for a walk at the top of the key. Turn it over and we get the media timeout. Media timeout. 15:57 left in the ball game. Central by 13 on the 21st ranked Gillette Pronghorns.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
That's extremely exciting.
Absolutely fascinating.
There's something you're doing that's magic.
Hey y'all, my name is Denali Klein. I'm a corporal in the Wyoming Army National Guard. I am a 42 Alpha, which is a human resource specialist. I help soldiers in the Guard be administratively correct. I serve in the Wyoming Army National Guard because I wanted to take full advantage of my benefits, and it is a privilege to serve my community. I am the Cowboy Guard.
46-23 Central by 13. Appreciate you watching on CWC Rustlers on the YouTube channel. Central has been out in front early on. I think it was tied at 3-3, and then after that it was pretty much the Central show. Built a 19-point lead at one point and hanging on to a 13-point advantage now through the first media timeout of the second half. Nesbitt, Christensen, without Caleb Hollenbeck, who twisted his ankle Thursday, and we're going to get an offensive foul. Stepping in just outside of the restricted area is Dom McLawrence, and he takes the charge. And now I think we're going to go, they're going to call, referee going to call the block. And guess what, fans? We're going to go look at a replay. So, watching the replay here. Here's Dom comes in. Oh, he's on and inside the line. I think they made the right call. Watching Dom right there. His right foot is on the line. His left foot is inside the line. One more time, we'll watch it right there. I think, yeah, referee on the other side comes in and I think actually made the right call on that one. So they're going to go look at it, and they're going to see exactly what we just saw several times in this one. So, like I said, I think that referee made the right call. I'm going to go look one more time here. Got it freeze framed right there. You can see the one. Do this and do this, and then here comes Dom right there. And you can see with my mouse that his one foot is on the line, the other one is inside the line. So that's going to be a blocking foul. I think they got it absolutely right. The ref on the backside coming in and overruling it. It would have been a charge had he been outside of the restricted area, but he was not. So it ends up being a foul on Dom. That'll be his third, and Cam Gully is going to check into the ball game. Malik Moss to the line. Toronto, Canada. Cannot get the and one, but he got his own rebound. So that's almost even better for the Pronghorns. They're down 11. They haven't been in single digits for a while till now as Moss scores 4 that trip down the floor. He got the bucket, missed the free throw, and then got another bucket. And the Pronghorns within 9. They trailed by as many as 19 at one point. Ball gets knocked into the backcourt. Trago ends back up with it. Shot clock down to 14. Gully in the corner on the way. That one misses. And Christensen will get the rebound. Christensen triple, rolls out. Ormond the rebound. Christensen 2 of 6 from the three-point arc. Pronghorns are 2 of 13 from the arc. That's 15%. They're a team that normally shoots 40% from the three-point line, as that has not happened for them today in this ball game. Mahadi in traffic, shovels it underneath Paddock. Back to Mo. Right side, Trego, lefty triple, off too strong, and Nesbitt the rebound. "14 minutes left in the ball game. A 9-point game. Moss to Christensen. He'll go in the paint, be fouled. Eddie will shoot a pair. Trego is listed at 6 foot. And Christensen listed at a very athletic and strong 6'7". As Trego give it up some size in that one-on-one matchup right there, and some pounds. Not to mention the facial hair, the mustache. It's an 8-point game. Christensen has 19 with that one. Excuse me, he's got 20. 4 of 5, he has 20. Game is a 7-point game with 14 minutes left. Central could use a bucket this time down the floor. Paddock hands it off to Dennis. Kim Young-Juulo. Back to Trego. 8 to shoot. Ormond leans in. Right hand glass is good by Julian Ormond. He's got 14. 5 of 9 from the field is Julian. And then an offensive foul, yes. Shoving him off with the shoulder is Darrell Thomas. Number 3 on Thomas. Neary back into the ball game. Nesbitt comes out. Fuquay back in. Also leaving is Thomas, who just committed that foul and the turnover, which uncharacteristic. They average 16 a game. They're at 10. They had 8 early in this ball game. They've kind of settled it down and cherished the basketball a little bit more as of late, have the Pronghorns. Paddock is going to be fouled by Neary as he goes down the left side. Jeff Neary will pick up his 4th personal foul. He just got put in the ball game, and he's coming out with that 4th foul. Sayed will come in. Paddock, he's got the free throw yips. He's 0 for 4 on the day, and you can just see it kind of in his face that it's in his head a little bit right now. So Isaac just needs to channel that inner coach, his dad, the head coach at Natrona County High School. Just channel that and go shoot it again, because you've done this a billion times. The second one does not go either. But he has 14 points and 4 rebounds, helping his team outside of that. 9-point Rustler lead. Moss. His eyes lit up when he saw that opening at the free throw line and goes and throws that one down with some authority. 7-point game. Mahadi gets a pick from Paddock. Corner, Trego, triple, no. Kim Young-Juulo can't tip the rebound to his teammate. Saved, tapped, and into the backcourt, and that'll be Central basketball. It went out of bounds, but I don't know, would it have been over and back had it not? Because he tipped it in the front court, did he not? Would have been over and back had he been able to control it? Because it was saved in bounds by a Rustler, but we'll never know anyway. But it went out of bounds off of him anyhow. But I'm always the one asking the hypothetical never will happen in a million years again dumb question. So then we got a foul away from the basketball as Paddock and Sacco get tangled up. Sacco pleading his case. I told you they list him at 6'6" and Paddock at 6'5", but there's about 3 inches difference between those two guys. Christensen coming back into the ball game. Need to check the tape measures. How are you measuring your kids? Tal Ballin listed at 5'6", coach, and she plays bigger than that. she might only be 5'4", actually, so. Paddock, top. Trago and an offensive foul. Well, Trago buried the 3, but Paddock gets called for the offensive foul as he came off the pick. And the turnover gives it back to the Pronghorns. So the teams trade offensive fouls. 12 minutes and change. We'll have a media timeout coming up in just a few. Nesbitt behind the back, spins, throws it out to Moss. A triple is an air ball, and Trago gets the rebound. Trago will bring it into the front court. 48-41. Central 10 points away from their average. Pronghorns 59 points away from their average. 59 points short of their average at the moment. Ormond backing down Christensen, spins back, shoots, got a piece of it, did Dane, good defense, and it's taken away by Gillette. Fuquay driving, scoring. Somebody needs to come back and help out, and finally Paddock does, as Mahadi will get the ball back. 5-point game. Pronghorns steadily chipping away at the Rustler advantage that was as big as 19 at one point. Moss with a steal. Could see some fireworks, and instead he's going to be fouled, and he hits the wall hard. Yikes. He's going to get help up. Mahadi went after him. Going to pick this up and watch this replay from here as we get the media timeout. We'll watch. Yeah, he just was going after the ball. I don't think there was anything too hard or flagrant or anything that they would go watch. We'll watch it one more time as Moss coming down and just tried to dunk it on the other side, I think, and landed more awkwardly than anything. Media timeout. We'll come back after this break. This is Rustler basketball, up 5 with 11 left.
Central Wyoming College is thrilled to announce our new Associate of Science degree in software development. In a world where technology is constantly evolving, there is a growing demand for skilled software developers who can create solutions to everyday problems. Whether it's improving healthcare systems, enhancing cybersecurity, or developing innovative apps, this program is designed to take you from basic computer skills to a highly sought-after software development profession. With hands-on learning, expert instructors, and a curriculum tailored to the current job market, you'll learn to design, develop, test, and maintain software in a collaborative environment. Imagine creating software that makes a difference. At Central Wyoming College, you'll gain the skills needed to transform your passion for technology into a rewarding career. Enroll today and take the first step toward a brighter future. More information on the Associate of Science degree in software development can be found at cwc.edu.
Western Wyoming is leading LCCC 61-47. They have 12 minutes left to play in the second half of that ball game. Casper with a 7-point lead on Eastern with 17 minutes left to play. And here, Central with a 4-point lead after Moss' free throw is good. Malik has 9 points now. Dane Christensen has 20. He has almost half of the Gillette output, as the Pronghorns have kind of struggled a bit today. Neary with 4 fouls going to come in and give Moss a breather. He's kind of been the spark plug for the Pronghorns as of late. And it's a one-possession game. Central led by as many as 19. Gully. Trago, get in there. Yes. Much needed basket by Central. That triple by Trago breaks a bit of a drought. A little over 3.5 minutes. That could be an offensive foul, and it is. Cam Gully stepped in, and he takes the charge from Sayed. And another turnover on the Pronghorns. Yeah, Central had 48 points at the 13:37 mark, and they get a field goal 3.5 minutes later to get off of the drought, if you will. Turnover number 11 on Gillette. Ormond to Gully. Cam goes back up top to Paddock. He'll work on Fuquay, score it, and one. Nice take by Isaac Paddock. Isaac with 16 points, 8 of 9 from the field. And the foul on Fuquay, his third personal. He'll come out as Sacco comes in. And it's hard to say. I mean, Gillette doesn't want to lose going into the tournament, but they've already secured the #1 seed. They're 21st in the country. Don't want to lose that ranking as Peel fouls from behind on another missed free throw by Paddock. Listen to Coach Rafferty telling Jordan, "You're a smart guy. Why would you do that?" Right there. It's going to put the Pronghorns to the line for the final 9:47. It wasn't Christensen. It should be number 11. Should be Sacco going to the line. I think they're going to go look at that. Yeah, I think it should be 11 is who got tied up here. And because we can do this, we're going to go look at the replay. And here's Jordan Peel right here, and there is Sacco right next to him right there. And yeah, clearly number 11 should be the one shooting the free throws. You can't fault Christensen though. He's like, "Hey, I'll go shoot these things." But yeah, it's Sacco. Sacco gets the first. First point of the game for Ali Sacco. 1 for 1, now 2 for 2. He's 0 for 2 from the field, but 2 for 2 from the line. 6-point game, 9:45 left. That's an eternity, to be really honest, right now at a 6-point game. Central going to have to string together some scores and stops in the course of the next 10 minutes of ball. Julian Ormond has 14 points on 4 of 5 from the arc. Paddock, 3 seconds. Gully, pump fake, gets wide open look, buries it. Cam Gully, as the shot clock expires, knocks down another triple for Central. Central 10 of 22, 45%-ish. 45.5 to be exact. Back to a 9-point Central lead. Neary triple. Got it. That is the first 3 of the game for Neary. 1 of 4 from the arc is Jeff Neary. His second field goal of the game. He's got 5 points. Gully. Paddock. That's what they call a pocket pass on the pick and roll. Gully with the assist, his 4th of the game. Paddock now with 18. His high is 25 against Otero, where he also pulled down 13 rebounds. 8-point Central lead. Neary back-to-back triples, why not? Smooth stroke by the lefty, for sure, Jeff Neary. He now has 8. Moss has 10, Christensen has 20, the only two in double figures for the Pronghorns. Trago triple corner, misses. Neary goes up and pulls down the rebound. Five-point game. And getting free is Christensen, and he gets a nice assist up top. One possession game. We'll get a media timeout on the next dead ball. Paddock gives it to Gully. A little size mismatch with Neary on him defensively here instead of Christensen. 6 to shoot. Trago triple. Yes. Central's lefty knocks down another 3. He's got 11. 3 of 7 from the arc is Hunter Trago with the fresh new dew. And the foul at the top is going to go 1-1 for the Pronghorns. The foul is by Julian Ormond. 6:59, Central hanging on to pull off the upset. They lead by 6. 7 minutes left to play in the contest.
Central to athletics.
Central for making dreams come true.
So you're a Rustler fan, but you can't make it to campus. Hey, no worries. Show your CWC pride wherever you are with gear from the Central Wyoming College bookstore at cwcbookstore.com. From hoodies to hats, sports-specific and parents, the bookstore has everything you need to rep the Rustlers in style. Head over to cwcbookstore.com, your one-stop shop for official CWC fan apparel. cwcbookstore.com. Gear up, cheer on the Rustlers no matter where you call home.
7 minutes remaining in the contest. 61-55 Central. Jeff Neary at the line. He missed 2 just a bit ago. He's 0 for 2 from the line. I don't expect that trend to continue, as well as he shoots free throws. But guess what? Wow. 0 for 3. Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 6-point game. Get that scoreboard back on the air for you here momentarily. Trago in and out, almost back in. Paddock can't get the tap, but he'll get the offensive rebound. Shot clock resets back to 20. 5 rebounds for Paddock, and they've been mostly on the offensive end. Just played a monster game with 18 points. Mahadi gets left wide open for 3. Can't get it to drop, and Nesbitt secures the Pronghorn rebound. He's going to drive in and lean in and not score, and then Mahadi will get the rebound in front of Malik Moss. Minute goes by since the media timeout. No score, still a 6-point Central lead. Ormond sets his feet, can't get it. Rebound flops right into the hands of Isaac Paddock. He'll bring in rebound number 6, and he'll score his 20th point of the game. He's 5 short of his career high as a Rustler. Neary from way downtown. He likes that angle right there. That's his 3rd triple from that angle right there. 5-point game. 5:24 left to play. Regulation time. Casper has a 9-point lead on Eastern with 12 minutes to play in their ball game. Mahadi tries a rolling pass underneath to Ormond, and out of bounds it goes, and Fuquay will check in for the Pronghorns. Western leading LCCC right now by 19 points. 73-54. They have 8:40 left to play in that ball game. Ormond is going to come out of the game. Dom McLawrence back into the contest. Nesbitt comes out. Thomas into the game. Fuqua has it stolen by Mahadi. 3-on-2. Mahadi's going to take it himself the distance and score it. First basket of the game by Mo Mahadi. And how about the degree of difficulty he had to do it? Neary left that one short. Central back up by 7. And Central will do what Central does, and that is work that shot clock. Mahadi. Trega wide open. Not going to drop. Christensen, the rebound. He has 6 boards to go along with 22 points for the Pronghorns. Neary's going to take it the distance and miss it. Rebound. Fuqua did get fouled by Mahadi, and he'll go shoot 2. Pronghorns will shoot 2 the remaining 4:15 of the game on any Central foul now, as that is number 9. But he was in the act of shooting that one, and he will go to the free throw line. Well, Andrew Fuqua, 74% free throw shooter. Free throw. Good. Drew Fuqua has 4 points. He's 1 for 3 coming in. He's now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 6-point game. Now 5 as he gets the second one to go. Full court pressure out of the Pronghorns. Gully working on Moss. Gets everybody to clear out. Brings it across against the man-to-man press. Final media timeout of the game coming up in moments. Central has 2 timeouts left. Gillette has 3 after this last media timeout. And I imagine we're going to see probably all of them used in this one as this one comes down the stretch. 4 seconds. Central loses it out of bounds as they try to get it into the hands of Mahadi, and we'll get a media timeout. Final 3:47 coming your way down to the wire. Central by 5 on the 21st ranked Pronghorns of Gillette.
Central to athletics.
Central for making dreams come true.
So you're a Rustler fan, but you can't make it to campus. Hey, no worries. Show your CWC pride wherever you are with gear from the Central Wyoming College bookstore at cwcbookstore.com. From hoodies to hats, sports-specific and parents, the bookstore has everything you need to rep the Rustlers in style. Head over to cwcbookstore.com, your one-stop shop for official CWC fan apparel. cwcbookstore.com. Gear up, cheer on the Rustlers no matter where you call home.
Welcome back to Rustler Gymnasium. 3:47 remains in regulation time. Central hanging on to a 5-point advantage over the 21st ranked team in the country. Central had a 19-point lead at 35-16 on a Hunter Trego three-pointer with 4.5 left in the first half. The Pronghorns have battled back. And what is the closest they have been? They were within 3 on a Christensen layup at the 7:43 mark. And over the last 4 minutes, Central has stemmed the tide and kept it at a 2-possession game since that point. Cam Gully had a bloody nose, and he's out there cleaning blood off the floor in front of the Central bench to the right of the picture we see right now. He and Stephanie Gallagher both cleaning up blood over there on the right side behind an officials conference. Dennis Kim Young Juulo checks into the ball game. McLawrence, Mahadi, Trago, and Paddock on the court. Gully is on the court, but he's cleaning up his own blood right now, as they'll see some out there in front of the three-point line, and Cam's going to have to do a little blood work with a cotton ball sticking out of his left nostril. Peel and Ormond are getting set to check in probably after this ball gets inbounded, so Cam gets done cleaning up his own blood he spilled. Possession arrow, by the way, favors the Pronghorns with 3:47 left. Both teams are in the bonus. Central has one more one-on-one opportunity if they're fouled by Gillette, but Gillette will shoot 2 free throws on any Central foul. The remaining 3:47 of the ball game. 9 fouls on Central, 8 on the Pronghorns as we reset your Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Moss, corner, Nesbitt, one-hand push, Fuquay. No good. Long rebound. Trago taps it into the hands of Mahadi. Central gets the defensive stop. Can they add to a 5-point advantage? Gillette 5 of 18 from the three-point line, 26%, a far cry from their 40. Dennis double clutches, misses. He was in close. Doesn't go in. Moss, Trago on him defensively. Fuquay thought about a 3, does not. Pronghorns have hit 13 of 19 free throws to help them stay as close as they have been in this one. Central on the other side, 2 of 8. Nesbitt throws it over his head to Neary in the corner. No good. McLawrence goes out, races Christensen to the corner. Another defensive stop for Central. Love to see if they could add some insurance on the other end of the court. 15 to shoot. Mahadi doesn't come and get it. Trago, pump fake. Gives it back to Paddock. 8 to shoot. Peel and Ormond will come in next dead ball. Dennis driving at the buzzer. Scores it. 1 on the shot clock when he let it go. That's the best of both worlds. A, you take 29.8 seconds off the clock, and you score the basket. Going to get a foul on the other side on Mo Mahadi, and that'll send Neary to the line. Ormond and Peel back into the game after this free throw. Neary, as I mentioned, is an 87% free throw shooter, but he's 0 for 3 from the line today. Now 0 for 4. That is... It's been a rough day for Wyoming kids shooting free throws. Paddock has struggled 0 for 6, and now Neary's 0 for 4. 0 for 3, I should say. Now he'll get that one, so now he's 1 for 4. And Coach Neary wants a timeout. He's got 2 left after this one. 2:06 remaining in the contest. Central has the basketball and a 6-point advantage. Gillette won in overtime Thursday at Northwest College, but it came at a bit of a price as Caleb Hollenbeck twisted his ankle and is not in this game today. He's their leading scorer at 17 a game. And he's also a very good three-point shooter at 46%, but not playing today. And like I said, this game, quote, maybe means more to Central because they're fighting for position in the region, while Gillette is pretty much sewed up that they're going to host the Region 9 tournament. But I would think there's a pretty good, I guess, carrot as well for the Pronghorns to finish a regular conference season 11-1 if they can get the W and keep that 21st ranking as they head in. Trago fakes, dishes off, and the Rustlers break the press. Great dish, Hunter Trago to Dom McLawrence. Dunking is Fuquay underneath. Trago out of pressure. McLawrence tapped away by Moss. Good defense by Malik Moss. He'll go the other way, and he'll score. And one. Boy, I didn't see much contact. Malik did a great job of avoiding everybody through the lane, and then he gets the and one. Foul is on Jordan Peele. That'll be number 5 on Jordan, so insult to injury for Central as they give up the foul, and they will foul out Jordan Peele. To make it a one-possession game is Malik Moss. 2 for 3 from the line. He has 10 points, and a lot of it late. And he missed it. They had shot free throws very well during the game up to this point. 14 of 21 now after having only missed a couple. Coach Rafferty calling out signals. It's a 2-possession game. Christensen almost got the ball away. Doesn't. Driving, scoring, Mo Mahadi. It is a full 2-possession game now for Central with a minute left. Christensen in traffic, leads in, misses the shot. Ball loose, save. Paddock picks it up. Great save, Trago. Gillette's going to come foul Mahadi, but it's just going to be 1 and 1. That's their 9th team foul. Mo Mahadi will go to the line. And if you're looking at stats, if you're Gillette, that's a guy you want to see there because he's a 52% free throw shooter on the season, but he hasn't shot a whole lot either. That kind of skews the averages a little bit. And I think if you're Central, you just make the first one and give yourself any kind of chance at whatever happens on a second one, but get that first free throw right here. Central trying to knock off the 21st ranked team in the country with 45 seconds left and a 6-point lead. Central 2 of 8 from the free throw line on the day and nothing but net. Mo Mahadi 1 for 1. He's got 5 points, and now it's a 3-possession game with 45 seconds left. And I believe Coach Raff will call a timeout if this free throw goes in. And he does. Back-to-back free throws by Mo Mahadi, a 52% free throw shooter. And Central with an 8-point advantage with 45 seconds left to play in the ball game.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here.
Open mic, fade and camera 2, Q Talent.
Join one of the most in-demand creative and technical careers, new media. Live and work anywhere with your choice of thousands of radio and television stations across the country. Travel the globe as a social media influencer. Join a business marketing team or use your new media skills to start and promote your own business. Wherever your dreams take you, it all begins at CWC. Expect hands-on training in all aspects of media production, including video, audio, social media marketing, and web development. Enjoy learning in a collaborative and inclusive atmosphere. Our small class sizes provide one-on-one attention with our expert instructors. Make your way at Central and start your journey to a rewarding career in new media.
45 seconds remains on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 73-65 Central trying to upset the 21st ranked team in the country. Eastern trying to knock off Casper in Casper. They have 4 minutes left there. Eastern's down 3 in that ball game. Eastern picked up just their second conference win of the season last night in overtime over Western. And Western had a near 20-point lead. They're up 17 with 5 left to play in the ball game in Rock Springs right now. Central just made the 2 free throws, so it should be Gillette ball on the one end. I'm not sure what the official is talking to the Gillette bench about. Coach Neary and his assistant engaged in conversation, and I think maybe it's a substitution issue as they're going to bring Sayed back into the ball game and bring Jeff Neary out. I think maybe there was a substitution, didn't get him in before the first timeout. There's some kind of rule on that. Christensen, 3 and 1. Oh, my goodness. A 4-point opportunity for Dane Christensen. He has been the pronghorn U-Haul today. He has put the pronghorns on his back and has carried them here today. That makes 25 points for Dane Christensen, and he's going to go to the line. He's 4 of 5 from the line, and it's an and 1 to cut it to a 4-point game, and he got it. Central might have had a lane violation on top of it. Now what's the referee calling? He called a foul on Malik Moss before the ball had even been put in the hands of a player to inbound, and that's kind of genius because no time clicks off the clock at all. And they're going to give an intentional foul. And so Paddock will go to the free throw line because he was the one that was fouled. Isaac all by himself on the line. Has struggled from the line today. He will be the first to tell you that. The good news is it will be CWC basketball after these free throws. There you go. There you go, kid. 1 of 7, Isaac Paddock. He's got 21. So it ends up being an intentional foul, so that's not genius. That's not the way he wanted that to go, because you get the point and the basketball back. Gully in traffic, gives it back to Trago. Trago, almost an open field tackle, but good job by Sayed as he didn't take him to the ground. He held him up, and Trago's going to go to the line. He will shoot 2. Coach Rafferty applauding his team on. And I said it earlier, I said there was a lot of hay to be put in the barn, but if Central could, after what happened last week, losing to the soccer players and the other roster players, and then coming out and taking on the 21st ranked team in the country and pretty much leading wire to wire in this, has got to be huge. And I think they're looking to see if this may be some kind of an intentional activity. And we'll go watch it with them here real quick. Now, I don't think there was any play to the head or anything like that, as Trago's got it. And, yeah, if anything, and based on that view, and that's the exact same view that the officials will look at, if anything, I just think he was going for the basketball, and he actually protected Trago from going to the floor on that. So I don't think I would see anything flagrant out of that. .31 seconds left. Trago to the line.
2 shots.
Hear the referee say 2 shots. 11 points for Hunter. He has not been to the free throw line yet today, and he cannot get that one to drop. He is an 81% free throw shooter, but I'm just saying throw out the averages today, because nobody has shot what their average has supposed to have been today anyway. Second one is good. Shot clock a second ahead of the game clock. Corner, Christensen, triple, no. Trago the rebound, 20 seconds left, and he's fouled by Moss. Central with a 6-point advantage. And Dane Christensen has 26 of his team's 69. I mean, and when he had, 18 of their 26 at one point or something like that. I mean, he's done everything he's needed to do for his team today. It's just his supporting cast has not helped him out. And then you wonder how much it hurts not having Caleb Hollenbeck in the lineup, and that flow and rotation that happens when your leading scorer is not out there. Trago, yes. 13 for Hunter Trago. His season high is 20 against Lamar. The lefty back to the line. His twin brother right-handed. He's left-handed. He gets 3 out of 4 and a quick timeout called by Coach Rafferty with 20.5 seconds left to play in the contest. Central with an 8-point lead. But stranger things have happened, and especially a team that plays like Gillette does. I mean, this hay is not in the barn until I see 3 zeros up on the scoreboard in this one, as they can score in a hurry, in a flurry. And we'll see how the final 20.5 seconds play out. Isaac Paddock, 21 points. Trago and Ormond, 14 apiece. Dom has 8. Mo has 6. Dennis with 5. Jordan's fouled out. He has 6. Cam has 3. Everybody who's played tonight for the Rustlers has scored. Have not seen Miles or Phoenix in the ballgame. Dane Christensen has 26 to lead all scorers. Malik Moss has 12. Jeff Neary has 12. Central going to give token pressure just to take some time coming up the floor. Triple on the way, missing. Neary saves it, goes through 3 Rustlers and out of bounds, and will stay Pronghorn basketball. Boy, Neary had to throw some ginger on that one, and Coach Neary is going to call a timeout. He's got 2 left. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Final 10 seconds coming your way. Central up by 8, trying to upset the 21st ranked team in the country.
Central Wyoming College is thrilled to announce our new Associate of Science degree in software development. In a world where technology is constantly evolving, there is a growing demand for skilled software developers who can create solutions to everyday problems. Whether it's improving healthcare systems, enhancing cybersecurity, or developing innovative apps, this program is designed to take you from basic computer skills to a highly sought-after software development profession. With hands-on learning, expert instructors, and a curriculum tailored to the current job market, you'll learn to design, develop, test, and maintain software in a collaborative environment. Imagine creating software that makes a difference. At Central Wyoming College, you'll gain the skills needed to transform your passion for technology into a rewarding career. Enroll today and take the first step toward a brighter future. More information on the Associate of Science degree in software development can be found at cwc.edu.
Out of the inbound, Fuquay. He'll try one from 3, misses everything, and that's going to do it. Central Wyoming College has knocked off the 21st ranked team in the country pretty much wire to wire. Central 77, Gillette 69. Rustlers will head into Region 9 first round with a little bit of momentum. And what a difference a week makes from after last week losing by 17 at Casper without 8 of their roster players and a lot of the soccer, and 3 soccer players and the hullabaloo that was made about that, to coming into this one and knocking off the 21st ranked team in the country here tonight. 77-69, holding Gillette 30 points below their average tonight while scoring almost 20 points above their own average in doing so here tonight. Both head coaches talking in front of the Gillette bench right now. Coach Neary and Coach Rafferty, they have been across from each other a number of times, and this one is over. Final count of this one tonight, 77-69, the Rustlers knocking off the Gillette Pronghorns and heading into Region 9 play next week. That will be determined as to where that will be, and we'll talk with head coach after this quick timeout. Thank you, Coach, very much. Keith Wyatt sitting up here with us. 56 seconds left to play in Casper. The Thunderbirds leading 68-60, and then LCCC was well behind Western leading right now by 14. They have 2 minutes left to play in that ball game. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Your post-game show is next. Your final, once again, Central 77, Gillette 69, stopping a 3-game Gillette win streak as Central gets the W. And your Bailey Enterprises post-game show is next. You've been watching Rustler Basketball from Rustler Media.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletes for over 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families one-on-one. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism, expertise, and community. Our services include hand therapy, orthopedic therapy, pre- and post-rehab, and aquatic therapy, and more. Set up an appointment today in Lander, Riverton, Green River, Rock Springs, Saratoga, or Rawlins. FremontTherapyGroup.com.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hey, grab me one too.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Welcome to Bailey Tire and Auto Service, your local tire and auto repair specialist in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local, choose Bailey Tire and Auto, where your satisfaction hits the road.
This is your Bailey Enterprises postgame show. Your final score, once again, CWC victorious. You see it on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 77-69 over the Gillette Pronghorns, handing Gillette just their third loss of the season, their second loss in conference play. And they now fall to 9-3 on the road, 27-3 overall. Central picks up their 9th win of the year. They're 4-8 in conference play. They do know they will have to go on the road for the first round, but I think a lot of determination on the Western Wyoming loss last night and their win this afternoon if they go to Northwest or if they go to Western in the opening round of the tournament, which will begin probably around Thursday of next week, maybe Friday. We'll have to wait and see. We will have information on the Rustler Minute during the week, as well as posted to rustlerathletics.com. Final statistics tonight. Dean Christensen had 26 to lead all scorers, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 3 3-pointers and 6 rebounds. Malik Moss had 12. Jeff Neary had 12 in the game today as well for the Pronghorns, 7 for Andrew Fuquay. And the Rustlers, they were led by Isaac Paddock with 21 points, 6 rebounds, 14 points for Julian Ormond. He was 4 of 6 from the three-point line. The only thing he did wrong was not shoot more threes when he's 4 of 6 from the free throw line. But that's a broadcaster's perspective on things here today. Dominic McLawrence had 8. Mo Mahadi had 6. Hunter Trago, 14 points, 3 big free throws down the stretch for Hunter Trago. Dennis had 5 points. Jordan had 6 before fouling out. Cam had 3. Mo Mahadi had 6. Everybody who played for Central scored today in a team effort. in a 77-69 victory for CWC. Central scoring 19 points more than their average, holding the Pronghorns 30 points below their average. Head coach Pat Rafferty with us, and what a difference a week makes from last week to this week.
Well, yeah, if I had an answer to that, I wish I'd be really rich, because I know there's teams and coaches all over the country trying to figure out what makes consistency, especially with young guys, and this was a really good win. I thought we had some really good stretches where we played really well, but then again we kind of revert back and we get a little soft and we get a little lazy and rest and take plays off and that kind of thing, or then just do some basketball logic things. So all in all, we played hard enough, we played smart enough, we competed enough minutes to overcome some of the things that we usually can't overcome.
Was this kind of a proving ground after last week?
I don't know. I think you should come out and play to prove yourself every game. And we haven't gotten to that point yet as maturity and competitors and all that kind of thing. But hopefully we're learning and we're growing, and it's a process. And I've always known we were capable of this because we've had windows this season where we could play with just about anybody, and we just beat the conference champion. Or at least I don't know how the breakdown will go now with the tiebreakers and all that kind of thing, but we beat the team that was leading the conference. So I know we're capable. We have to control the controllables, and I think we did that for the most part tonight with a few situational things where our decisions, fouling a three-point shoot, or various things like that. Having a travel call and an inbounds baseline. Just logic, basketball, learning situations.
That might be the first time I've ever seen that called, actually, too.
Well, but this would be the time in the group and the scenario for it to happen.
So this has to put a little pep in your step as you head into now the postseason.
Well, I think the guys thought I was nuts because I said, you know what? One of the moms sent me a text and said, hey, are there going to be any basketball responsibilities, which is our spring break, that last week of March? And I said, well, if we don't qualify for the national tournament, and I wasn't tongue-in-cheek. I just said this is the potential scenario. How remote it is, I don't know. But there's potential there, and there's the possibility. But right now, I told him, I says, we're a game at a time. And we won today. We played well. We don't know who will play yet. It doesn't matter. We've got to go and build on this effort and this level of execution and just take a game at a time.
I don't want to pick on him, but Isaac struggling from the free throw line, but he plays so well everywhere else tonight. 21 points, 6 rebounds. A lot of those 6 rebounds were on the offensive end of things, and every kid that played scored. This was a team effort.
It was. And, they're a good team. They score. We held them. We had a really good defensive half, the first half, I thought. And we had – we kind of softened up a little bit. They got some easy paint touches and converted, and that's why I think their percentages were better the second half. But we out-rebounded them. And we, we're even in the turnover, but we had 22 assists. And to me, that's big. When you can out-rebound people and you out-assist them, that's why our shooting numbers were so good. We really didn't have many bad shots. We had a couple where we maybe could have had a better shot if we'd have made an extra pass or the next guy. But our percentages were solid based on we executed and we tried to make the right play and we shared the basketball.
How was the obviously pretty jovial mood, I would guess, in the locker room, and let him enjoy it for a little while, and then got to get back in the gym and see what's going on.
This is a funny group. They weren't, and I told him, I says, you know what, I'm not bouncing off the walls or anything because I felt this is what we've been capable of all conference season. We had to learn some things in the preseason and the non-conference, but I said, guys, this is kind of what I expected us to be able to do. And so forgive me if we're not putting pictures all over the place and having a parade tomorrow and all that, because this is kind of what I expect of you and what I expect us to be capable of. And you need to understand that this is what you expect of yourselves and each other.
Ideas, inklings, hopes where you'll be next week?
I don't care.
I know it's on the road. We know that much.
We got to play. We got to play. I don't know. I understand Eastern beat Western last night.
In overtime, yes.
I don't know what I think it comes down to if Western beats LCCC, then they and Northwest are tied 6-6. I think Western would own the tiebreaker because they beat Casper.
Yeah, Western won 91-72 earlier, then Casper victorious 73-65 today.
Over Eastern?
Yes.
Okay. So I think what that does is I think that puts us and LCCC tied, if I'm not mistaken, for fifth and sixth. And if that's the case, then because we beat Gillette, I think that's the tiebreaker there, which means we would be fifth, which we would, if any of this makes sense and it's accurate,
go to 4, which, yeah.
We would go to 4, which would be Powell or Northwest. If I'm connecting the dots the right way.
We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Time will tell. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
And kind of a weird no sophomore night. You have a team full of freshmen, and I always say, well, then, wow, we're going to have a huge sophomore class next year. So, it never really goes that way. But this had to go a long way for, I guess, potential buy-in and I guess evaluation from your side.
Well, and, it helps if nothing else. And it's something I've felt all along. We know what we're capable of. It's just a matter of our choices we make and controlling the controllables. And it gets the taste out of my mouth a little bit from last Saturday.
Yeah.
Not totally and completely, but it helps.
Well, and when did I say it, Tony? Like, it was about 4 minutes left in the first half. I said, there's a lot of hay to be put in the barn, but just imagine the motion swing from last Saturday to this Saturday, and you put the hay away. So, congratulations.
I don't think we gave up the lead, did we? They never led.
No.
They never led.
It was 3-3, I think, after the first 2 possessions, and then you got the lead and held it. And
they made a couple runs, which we knew they were. And how were we going to be resilient to that? How were we going to respond to that?
Got it to 3, I think, late, but you handled it. So congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you for letting me bother you all season long, and I'm going to continue.
I enjoyed
just
it.
Won't get to do
I
it.
like talking life and basketball and all your exotic, luxurious vacations you get to take while I'm in here grinding and
I'm hoping
practicing at 6 in the morning on all that.
Do a couple more of those too.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Just get that the Speedo sunburn tan line and all that.
My tan. So.
Coach, I feel for you, buddy.
Thank you so much. Good luck next week.
All right, man.
We'll talk. That said, Coach Pat Rafferty. Final score tonight, Central wins at 77-69. Big thanks to Amanda Nikoloff and the new media crew. Julian Delgadillo is our director today. Noah and Weldon up here in the box. Amanda Nikoloff, our instructor. Francis Obakoya is our engineer. Thanks to you guys for watching this on RustlerAthletics.com. We appreciate you. I appreciate your comments on the broadcast tonight as well. And Central winning it tonight 77-69, knocking off the 21st ranked team in the country. I'm John Gabrielson. Thanks for watching. This has been a presentation of Rustler Media. We'll see you on Rustler Minute and Rustler Radio next week.